Hey Flosstube, I'm back. It's been a long break. It's been a month. I don't know, it may be longer than that. That's what Flosstube says. But I appreciate all of your patience, all of your kindness, all of the context and the thoughts and the words and the encouragement, the gifts. It's all been amazing. That's what this community is about, right? It's the end of the year, so really this is just going to be about 2023. I do want to catch everybody up on everything. As you know, we did lose Uncle Rick. He fought a good fight, and he's missed. So, I've had a couple of conversations with people, and they're like, "Why aren't you recording?" And I'm like, "It's literally an emotional roller coaster." Because you guys have been so supportive. So we had Christmas together. That was lovely. It was a very peaceful day, thank goodness. I was not up for any kind of anything. We enjoyed ourselves together. Aunt Debbie was here, Justin was here. They're staying with us at least through the new year, and then they have big plans to make, so we're just supporting them and helping them through this. It's just definitely been a transition. So, again, thank you for all the prayers, all of the love. I've been telling them, just so that, you know, they know that you guys are supporting them. They don't know y'all, because they are less on social media. They are the least connected on social media. But, you know, I do let them know that you're sending all of your love, and they appreciate it. So, in other news, there's not really a lot of family news. We did get hit by the cold weather stupid thing that happened last week. I do not like cold. Those of you who actually, you know, have communicated with me, y'all know good and well I do not like cold. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, I guess, but it was bad enough. So, thankfully everything cleared up so that we were able to have Christmas together. We didn't think that my son was going to be able to get to Christmas. I had actually taken his dad to him a couple of days before Christmas, and I almost got stuck going down. They live in a little lake village and on the lake, and of course, you know, the winds are high on water, so all ice just makes things 10 times worse on water. And I wasn't able to get to him, which really ticked me off. And so we were thoroughly concerned that they weren't going to make it in, but we had some sunshine. The wind was high, so it dried everything up, and so they were able to come in. So I was glad to be able to see them. I had all 3 of my babies with me, and the 2 spouses, and it was lovely. Dinner was great. I had absolutely no responsibilities except corn pudding, which is for the baby. So I thoroughly enjoyed that as well. Anyway, so my mom gave me, and I think, I'm not really sure, but I think a couple of the aunts got, or the aunts, got one as well. But I had said to her, in Hobby Lobby, you guys probably have seen these, they have little lanterns with the cardinals in them. And I had said to her, long time, like around Thanksgiving, if Uncle passes before Christmas, I want one. At that time, we didn't, you know, he hadn't accelerated yet. And so we weren't thinking about those kinds of things. But I had said that I wanted one. And so when I opened that gift, it was hard. So that's sitting over there by my door, and I love it. It's She also got me a cross-stitch lamp. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy that. I don't know what brand it is. It's not one of the brands that everybody talks about, but it's a nice little stand. So, it's got a magnifier on it, and it's got a really bright white light. So, that'll be nice for stitching. So yeah, that was Christmas. Very, very, very low key, and that's what we all needed. So we just enjoyed spending time together. All right, so a couple of comments have been made with the weather going on, and I know that a couple of people are viewers. I think some of them are just connected by Instagram and Facebook, but people were not understanding my whole freak out about the weather thing. So let's talk about the fire very briefly, because a lot of people haven't gone backwards. You just move forward, which is fine. I lost my home to a fire almost 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years in April. That fire was caused by a heater. The shutoff valve didn't work for the gas. The house was super pumped with gas, and when the heater finally ignited to do its thing, because we were in the middle of a cold spell in April, temperatures dropped that morning, I think, into the low 30s. So the heater did its thing, and there went my house. Now, my house did not burn to the ground like, you know, you see in pictures and things, but it burned up. It was not livable. So for 2 years, I have lived with the memory of that house across the street from me. I can't help my emotions. I'm sorry. Yes, I am in therapy. Yes, it has helped a lot. But, you know, when things happen like weather, I stress, I fret. I can't turn that off. So, we actually had that discussion a couple of weeks ago, and he said, look, you went through a real event that people don't understand. These are valid. So I've just kind of learned to turn off people who are like, what's the big deal? Why are you stressing? Stop stressing. Please don't tell people how to feel. It's not fair. It's not a fair expectation. So love them, take care of them, wrap your arms around them, stand by them. Don't tell them how to feel. It's not fair. So, but I did want to just explain, just in case, you know, for those who legit didn't understand what was going on. The land has been cleared. Mom sold the land to a developer. He cleared it completely. That has helped. It's legit helped. The frustration is still there, but the sadness, you know, looking over there, seeing everything, has eased up. So, anyways, with that, I'm taking a sip of coffee, and we're going to go into what we're doing. EJ is in for the holidays. She will be leaving, I think, next Tuesday. I'm not sure on that. I think move-in day is next Tuesday, but she is going to be... she's a junior on her second semester, so she's already, you know, moved in, so I don't know that she has to be there for the 3rd, so maybe she's going in Wednesday. I'm not sure. I'm not ready for her to leave regardless, but I'm super proud of her. She's ready to get back. She works with little kids in church, and she also babysits, and she also does other things, so she is missing her kids. Like, every time she sees a little baby or a little kid, she's like, oh, I miss my babies. So, and I get that. So I know she's ready to be back. She doesn't have plans yet as far as where she's going to go and what she's going to do. She is the type of person who makes the connections with important people, and she's done that. So both Arkansas and Texas district councils of the Assemblies of God know who she is and where she is. And they're both ready to put her to work when she graduates. So whether that means a big church, a small church, whatever, we don't know yet. But they have all said, you know, when you're ready, let's go. So I'm excited for her. I'm thrilled for her. So I have a big pile of WIPS 2023, I have determined I am going to set a word for myself for the year, and that word is intentional. So I'm doing some word research. I will have more on that. I think I'm going to probably make a post, I don't know, for next weekend, for, you know, the New Year weekend. But I've done some research, and because I was just like, I want a word, a focus word. And a lot of people are doing this, especially in the mental health community, and in the church community. You know, a lot of people are saying, what's your word for the year? Like, what are you focusing on this year? So I just came up with intentional. I want to be intentional in my work. I want to be intentional in my weight loss. I want to be intentional in getting fit. I want to be intentional in my hobbies. So I have some big goals to meet, and I want to do that. Oh, speaking of which, weight loss, I did not meet my Christmas goal, but I got so close. I got ridiculously close. And then I did enjoy Christmas food of everything, and it destroyed my body. So I've been paying for it for the last couple of days, and I made a big turkey yesterday. That's going to be my food for this week, because I was like, nope, I have to go back. So yeah, food does crazy things to your body, like when you do and don't do certain things. So, but it is what it is. Erica got me I think it's called Circle water bottle, and it's the one with the little filters you screw in it. Walmart's big thing right now, I think. And it's really good. So I set mine on 4 for those of you who are interested in looking into it. I think the canisters last you like 8 bottles of water or something. I'm on 4 just because I haven't been doing great on drinking water. And it's still strong. So if you're interested, they have different flavors. I so far have just tried the coconut pineapple, and it's really yummy. So anyways, all right, so all this stuff. First, let me show you. You guys have already seen it, so I'm not going to flip through it or anything, but I did get the winter just cross stitch and the punch needle and primitive stitcher. I love both of them. There are things that I want to stitch in both of them. 2023 is no new starts. Now I say that I'm going to allow myself new starts if I get a lot of this knocked out and something just strikes me, or if I just get it all knocked out and need stuff to do. Because y'all know me, sometimes I can whip them out fast, and sometimes it's not so fast. So, all right, let's get started because I have to get ready for work. The first thing that I'm excited about, and I'm going to finish this week, obviously. I'm almost done with it. I worked on this last night because I hadn't even touched December. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't even touched December. So I created the butterfly while I was watching some Flosstube last night, and I started filling in colors. And then I had to go to bed because I had to get up early so that I could do this before work. And so I haven't finished it. But December is looking rather blue, which y'all know I love blue. Y'all, I did not think about the process of the colors until last night. So here's what I've always done, because I don't know that I actually read the instructions. I think I just heard somebody say it and I went with it. I did the high for the day. That's the temperature that I wrote down, the high for the day. Sometimes that can be at midnight because your temperatures drop, you know. Sometimes that can be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and sometimes, you know, it's just wishy-washy. Had I thought about it, because, you know, I've done emergency all of my adult life, had I thought about it, I would have said, Melissa, do like 2 o'clock in the afternoon every day, because the weather app that I use has your time broken down. Had I thought about it, that's what I would have done. So you would have had a consistent time. Nah, I just did the highs. So if the high was at midnight, I did the midnight time. If the high was, you know, at 4 o'clock in the morning before there was a big temperature drop. That's what I did. But my lowest temp was 16 degrees. That was last week. Goodness. So I will have a dark purple in there. It's 333. And then after that, it's all, I don't know, 40s and stuff, because the timing is inaccurate. Anyways, so I'm excited to finish that one, and I'm ready to get those DMCs back into their little cubbies. This is a project that I've forgotten to do for Katie, my middle one. With everything going on, she's been asking me all year. I should have done it from the beginning, and I legit just let it slip. So I've been busting my tail since Christmas. I think I started at what, Christmas Eve, ladies? My aunts are like, you'll never get that done. I was like, yes, I will. Yeah, I didn't. Anyways, so it's gonna be pretty though. Katie, as y'all know, has been trying to have a baby, and we know, you know, God's got this. She has all kinds of issues, endometriosis, PCOS, or whatever it's called, all kinds of stuff. So anyways, she's a fighter. She's still fighting. They're going through treatments, and she asked me, she said, Mom, I said, what? She said, I need an ovary. I said, ovary? She said, nah, give me the whole set. She's like, I need everything. And I was like, why? She was like, I think it's funny, I need it on my wall. It's the whole system. There's a branch over here. It's a beautiful flower. There's a flower over here for the tubes. There's flowers here. I think there's flowers on top. The pattern that I had doesn't have a picture, so I can't show you, but I'm looking forward to showing you that when I finish it. It's tons of colors. Her favorite color is purple. All I had was pink, but I figured this is all going to stand out. So this is I'm not sure who did this. It's a mystery Ada. Oh, can't remember who sent this to me. Anyway, somebody sent it to me. I don't think this came in the Jen stuff, but it may have. Maybe, no, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to finishing that. I have not worked on Red House Sampler except twice since Uncle passed. I need to get back to chew that. It just got hard. So I guess par for the course. I don't know why this pattern is so hard for me. How many times did I mess up with the Andonas? I'm off somewhere. I don't think it's gonna matter. It's just a row, but this is where I'm at. And my goal is gonna be to get this willow tree in before the new year. That's my goal for this week. So that will go to work with me. Sorry for the noise. The cue snap. All right, now getting into everything because I need to hurry this up. Cross Stitch Nation. This is all of the stuff I'm going to be working on next year. Okay, this is everything. I haven't done anything since you guys have seen it last. So you're seeing the shadow from my stand, I think. I tried turning it on just to see if I needed that light, and it whited me out. There's Cross Stitch Nation. I love that one. That one I started because I started watching Sunshine Stitchers. and that was our opening piece. StitchCon, I'm not doing any traveling this year for cross stitch, except maybe, I don't know, because I'm not starting anything, I'm not spending anything, but I do want to go see, you know, my friends, so I might run up to Missouri a few times, but I'm not going to retreats and things like that because I need to focus on being intentional about getting all of my bills paid. So these poor bird houses, I've got to get them finished. Somebody the other day was talking about loving birds. What was it? And I was like, I might just send these to them after I get them finished. I can't remember who it was. Here's where I am on autumn. This is Grandma's project. I do not know why I can't keep focused on this. I don't. Like, I want to get it done for her. This is summer. Those birdhouses are no joke. So I may make those the focal point at the beginning of the year, just so I can get them back on my grandma's wall. This is Little Pink Houses. Sorry for that shadow. I just don't want to mess with it a lot and cause problems. Counting is hard. I'm off on that house, but it's going to be fine. It's for me. It's not for anybody. It's for me. And of course, y'all know everything I do is in DMC. I don't have any specialties going on any of these. Well, Nottingham by Kathy Barrick. This was a sale that I started, I call myself starting, with, that wasn't with Annie. Who was that with? I think Chrissy. I think Chrissy was the one that was doing it. Anyways, so the reason I haven't made progress on this is because my brain doesn't like new stuff. And I ordered what it called for in the material, which was a casual linen. It feels weird. It counts weird. Something happened. So that's where I'm at. Chrissy said it is 28 count casual linen. Chrissy said order some new material. I was like, but I really want to conquer this. So seeing how my word is intentional this year, I might be intentional in conquering that. This bird is massive. He's so beautiful. There's two of them. So I'm planning to do the 12 and 12 on New Year's Eve, and some of these that I haven't touched in a while, I think is what I'm going to start on. So that may be it. Okay. I don't have a picture of this one. You guys have seen my 3 princesses. That's where I'm at. So that's definitely something that I want to mess with. She is the middle. Yeah, I think she's the middle. And this is a ton of confetti because I created it from a picture in one of those apps. And so there's no color blocking whatsoever on those. Ooh, almost messed up. All right. So here's Mirabilia, Lady Liberty. This is a Sal with several people. Angie is the one that I was doing it with, Angie Perry from Tiny House Stitcher. So this is what I've started on. I haven't gotten far. I told her I was going to work on this last week, but it didn't happen. But I just thought, since I'm not doing any new starts in 2023, I might need to pull mine out too, because that one's for Mom. And I might need to throw some stitches in it so that it won't be a new start for next year. So that might be something that I have to do one of these nights this week. Maybe tomorrow night. Because I can't have a new start. Mine is going to be the blue colorway. You can find them in the groups. This is the actual written pattern, but Mom's getting the original color, and I am wanting the blue one because she's so beautiful in blue. This thing just needs to be finished. He's almost done. This is for a friend of mine. He needs an eyeball, and I think there's some more coloring over here, and I think I was going to round out the coloring over here. I'm not sure. That's all he needs. So I just need to sit down and finish him. Oh, you know who would love that? Laura. That's a pattern that I created from a picture. Those apps are neat. They're certainly not the quality that you're going to get from having, you know, a produced one. But this is Change the World Scarlet House Sampler. I told Tanya I would have this done like last year. But I have gotten further on it. I'm actually not sure if I've shown y'all that progress. So I got that whole row done of the floral, and I got that tree done. Counting is off there too. I'm telling y'all, counting is hard. When I first started watching Flosstube, Annie was actually the one that I heard say that counting is hard. And I mean, now that we're good friends, you know, I tease her all the time. I'm like, yeah, I took that from you. But I think one of the first projects I saw her do was counting is hard. I was like, I need that. I don't know why I get off so easy, but it happens. This is a Fat Quarter Shop project. One of the quarterlies. I have an outline, sort of the mug. I'm not even sure which direction this goes in. That's not fair. I think it goes this way. I absolutely love this pattern material. And I think that that's in their line now. It's just to carry. So, you know, later on in life, when I'm free of all these WIPS, I might pick that up for something. Hope I'm not going too fast, but I'm trying to whiz through them so you can see everything. Whip It Good. I got the other two done. You can't even see that. This is a Bed Twist heartstring samplery. This is a ridiculously small 40 count even weave. This is on Stonehenge, and that's where I've gotten. It's tiny. I'm doing it with 915. 915. This is one of Chrissy's Abe's Parade. This was a whip with Bougie Stitchers and a couple of other people. I think Angie may, I know Angie was involved. Angie loves Abraham Lincoln. I have not gotten any further Y'all, if I could finish some WIPS, I'd have some needles back. Lord have mercy. All the needles in my projects. He would literally be a good sit down and stitch in a weekend thing. I just got to get him done. Why I can't focus on some of those things, I don't know. I can focus on a big project all day long. Little WIPS, they just don't keep my attention. This is called Tea Time. This is another. Which way do you go? I don't know. I'm not sure which direction this goes. This is another fat quarter shop that I just need to finish. It's not like it's huge. It's 112 by 112. Ay, ay, ay. Happy Everything. This is a Lois Winston piece. I love the snowmen. There's a snowman for every season. I don't like snow. I don't like anything cold. But the snowmen are cute. But that's all I've gotten. You see the white on white? That was a dumb idea. But that's what they have, so hopefully it'll all come out better. That is a 280 by 70. That is not a small piece. Then I got, oh, this is Ironwork of New Orleans. There's not a picture. So this is some black work. Aunt Donna did one, and she encouraged me to do another. And that's as far as I've gotten. I would love to have it done though. It's very tedious. If you've done black work, you know. I'm scared of the carryover because you don't want to see the threads in the back. But I would love to have it finished. I can't remember how long it took hers. This is a Tiny Modernist. I want to show off the pattern there. Coffee is always a good idea. Yes, please. Not far. It's not a big project, y'all. I think if I sat down and did smalls on one weekend, I could whip them out. Okay. I don't know that I could do that. This is Nativity Sampler. This is from one of my books. I'm not sure which one. And it's an older piece, but I love it. It's beautiful. Love all the colors. I haven't gotten far. I started outlining. So I'm thinking that I might be doing Christmas in July stuff. We'll just kind of see. And go from there. I get my first vacation time September the 6th. I'll get a week. And so I'm feeling like I might actually take a week off. I'm not sure. I may spread it out. We'll just have to kind of see. But just a cross stitch, that would be fun. Like a whole fall, you know, cross stitch thing. Absolutely love this. This is by Lois Winston. It's called Christmas Bells. Love all of the border. That border is intense. And so I had started on the lyrics. Yeah, that border is something else. And some of these aren't even kitted anymore. Y'all remember when I took everything apart for, was it StitchCon? Some of them I haven't put back together. This is Santas and Angels. Is that out of this book? I think it is. Yep. Page 41. Santas and Angels. I don't necessarily love the angels. I do love Santa. He is gorgeous. This is a very stiff 28. It needs to ease up a little bit. It's an even weave. So that's all I've gotten done on him. Out of the same book comes Halloween Surprise. You guys have seen this. I absolutely love that little boy in his little blue coveralls. This is another stiff even weave. If I would learn to like work on linen, I'd probably be in a lot better shape. This is Santa's Visit by Mike Vickery. I am doing this on blue Ada for DMC. And that's where I've gotten. I love snow globes. So it is fully kitted. You might get some attention faster. This is a piece I got from the Stitch Etc. retreat, so I can't show you the picture or the pattern. I have a loose needle, y'all. But just know that it's cute. It's Christmas wishes. And all I've gotten in there is some white for, it's a mug. So I'm gonna get that done. It's a little teeny tiny. There's no reason not to get that done. You guys have seen this. This is called Quilt 1. It's a strawberry. I just need to finish it yet. I'm shaming myself right now. This is American Patriot. This is a Dimensions kit my little sister got me. It's not a picture. I don't know what happened to the picture. Not a clip. And that's where I am. I'm not even sure if that's right side up. It's an eagle. I do remember that. The thread is a mess. I have lots to do. There is no lacking of projects. Long may she wave. Stitching with the Housewives piece. There's some counting issues on the flag. That flag may just come out and start over. Grandma loves the truck. So I'm thinking I may just destroy the flag, pull it back out, put all of the flowers in from the truck, and start over on the flag. Because I don't know where I counted off on that, but it's way off. American Primitives by Teresa Kogut. I love him. He's off as well. Bless my heart, I know. There he is. I absolutely adore Teresa Kogut's patterns. I adore them. She does not lack in any coloring. Like, she completely fills in coloring. So there's a lot of colors. You guys already know this one well. Bygone Stitches, Quaker Christmas. This is my Stitch Along with Annie. That's all I have left. So, that's not just a sit down and do in one day, I know, but I need to get some stitching done on it. And I talked to her the other day, she's going to be working on hers as well. Christmas at Hawker and Hollow. My aunts actually asked me about this one the other day, so I pulled it out and showed them. I had gotten a start on it. There's some whisper or something. I've got to look at the materials. I don't have, but for that particular block, the snow is something else. So I've got to get some ordering done for that. But I just need to work on it. This is Autumn at Hawker and Hollow. You guys don't need to see the picture. You already know. So this is the one where I sat down and I was like, I'm just gonna make the blocks. I thought that was gonna be an easy thing. Counting, y'all. I was so scared I was gonna mess up on counting. So I had this little bitty start for a block, and then I have all of these done. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I just need to sit down one day and everything be quiet and just count. I think they're 90 by 90, but I can't remember. It's very square. I just gotta get it done. Let Love Rain, I literally just threw stitches in so that I could call it a start, so that I would have it started for the new year. Oh, I don't know why I'm trying to show you that picture. That's not a full picture, ma'am. Yeah, they don't have any big pictures out there. This is Teresa Kogut. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a huge, massive piece. It's massive. $294 by $390. It's massive. So I'm doing 1/1 in DMC. And that's my start. I just got started on a corner. Because I just wanted to throw in some stitches so I could make sure that, you know, those going. What is this material? I don't know why I didn't. I feel like I may have posted it. I need to go back and put that in. I don't have a card or anything on this project. Alright. Time is slipping away. I have to leave my house by 6:45 to get to my office by 7:30 because I don't like school traffic. I know school's out right now, but I don't want to break my stride. That is the bag for the princesses. You guys have seen me on social media working on Celtic Spring. Don't know what she looks like. She is a lavender and lace. She is gorgeous. I am in love with her. She is fun to stitch. Absolutely blast. She's super easy. She's color blocking is amazing. I'm doing it on 28 count willow. And of course, I still have her IQ stamp. Yes, I know I need to take them out, but I don't. Love it. So all of the open space that's left on the bottom of the dress, because that bottom is done, everything that's left open is the treasure braid. It's petite and PB01. There's that, and then of course beading. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. That's my little sister's. I had a friend contact me the other day, and she said, "You've inspired me to pull out my cross stitching again." Awesome. And so then she was asking me, you know, what's Flosstube, so I explained to her, you know, we just get on YouTube and talk about all of our projects. And then she said, I don't know if you remember, but forever ago, because she was our former pastor's wife, she had started a project for her daughter, and it was a lavender and lace bride and groom. It's absolutely beautiful. I do remember it. And so hopefully she's going to get started again. I look forward to stitching with her virtually. So there's a couple of cute little hoot owls. It hasn't gotten a lot of attention. I really did think that would be something I would just like throw out, but not. This is a Kesslin's. This is Cross Stitch Fun. I only picked this out because I wanted to do something on this material. That was it. Why do I have a loose needle with a needle minder? And that's as far as I've gotten. I am doing 1/1 because I apparently decided I didn't like myself. It'll be a fun one. The Night Before Christmas. This is a Chrissy, only a farm girl. I am working this on Pearwood 14 count Ada. So that will be fun to have for next year. I think it's just going to be a pillow. Sleigh Ride. This is a Mike Vickery. turquoise is beautiful. We are almost done. I have a lot to do next year. Like, I'm not going to be lacking in projects for sure. Somebody said the other day, who was it? I think it was Jim Lee. Said something about not having too many WIPS, whatever. And I was like, oh, girl. I haven't even counted. I don't know how many I'm on. This is Crows in the Pumpkin Patch. I love them. I thought they were super cute. It's just like one of those random. I think I'm going to pick up something and do something different. Oh, that may be upside down. It is. I was looking at the vines. That is Fiber on a Whim Cafe LA. I've been trying to catch up on a lot of Flosstube because I'm so behind on everything. This is Happy Halloween, I think is all it's called. Still haven't got this stupid thing done. This is my grandma's, and I don't know why I can't get it done. It didn't. After I got the pumpkin done, I was like, I'm done with this piece. It didn't catch my attention like I was hoping it would. Let's get it done. It needs a witch. It needs a little back stitching. This was a mystery stitch along, bats and bows. I don't know if I have oh yeah, I do have a picture. That quarter shop. The lacing got me on this one. That was my hang up. Because counting and white on gray. I have to wrap this thing up. Pumpkin Patch. I absolutely love this one. This is Leisure Arts. I don't remember who did this one. Debbie Mom. Doing it on Color and Cotton Pearwood. And I've gotten a corner. Yep, I'm gonna start throwing stuff. Bow tree. I got pretty far on yet. No, I didn't. I thought I had further on that. I was working on a boot and I gave up. Autumn Lane. This is a stitch along with Angie, and I can't remember who else is in it. Lots of people are doing this one. Lots of people. This is the only piece that I have done in anything besides DMC. All the way. I ordered everything as called for. Peppermint Lane. Long Dog Samplers Crossword. And last but not least, Granita. All right. So, now I gotta get ready for work. So there you have it. There's 2023 in a wrap. I don't know what all I'm going to be able to get done, but I'm hoping that I can get a lot finished, and I'm going to be intentional about it. So today I plan on sitting down with my calendar and just seeing what I have going on, and trying to make some plans. I don't do the, every 25th we're going to do Halloween, or Christmas, every 31st we're going to do Halloween, every 13th we're going to do Halloween. I can't keep up with that. It just doesn't happen. But anyway, so we're going to see what we can get done there. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. That's usually where I post all of my work that I'm doing. And, do all the things, like, subscribe, share, everything else. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. That was a fairly long video, and I'll probably throw some pictures in at the end so that you guys can kind of get updates on things. Until next time, and I don't know when that'll be, I'm going to try for next week and see if I can get back on schedule. I hope you guys have a great New Year. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Rest. Do all the things. And I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.